In today's video, we shall look at a problem that will show you how to calculate magnetic force between two currents. Let's look at this following problem. A long straight wire AB, so you can take this to be A, B. This wire here is very long. It carries a current of 15 ampere in that direction. The rectangular loop, that is this one here, whose edges are parallel to the wire, carries a current of 6 ampere. Find the magnitude and direction of the resultant force exerted on this loop by the magnetic field of that wire. First, it's important to recall that if you have a very long wire carrying a current, let's say I, in that direction, the magnetic field it creates will be in a form of concentric circles following the right-hand rule, so that means in that direction. And the magnitude of this magnetic field is given by mu naught I over 2 pi r, where r is the distance from the wire to the magnetic field. So let's keep this result in mind and let's get started. In this loop, there are 4 contributions. Contribution 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we need to determine the force exerted on this loop, on these individual part of that loop, by the magnetic field due to this long wire. So let's do part number 2 first. The segment 2 of that loop has a length of 20 centimeters and it is at a distance 10 cm from that long wire. According to this result, the magnetic field due to this long wire on that segment 2 would be in the direction of into the board, as represented by that cross. So that means, according to this formula, IL cross B, where this I here is 6 ampere and this B here is the magnetic field created by that 15 ampere current and L is 20 cm, the magnitude of that force, let's call it F2, is given by IL B, where B is given by that expression. So for segment number 2, the magnetic field at segment number 2 is given by mu naught. The current that contributes to that field is that 15 ampere current. You can denote that with capital I to differentiate that from the 6 ampere, which we denote using the little I, divided by 2 pi r, when r is, in this case, 10 centimeters. So 10 centimeters is 0.1 meter. So let's substitute all the numbers. Little I is 6 ampere. L is the length of that segment number 2, 20 cm. Convert that into meter, 0.2 meter. Mu naught is a constant, 4 pi times 10 to the power minus 7. Capital I is 15 ampere. That is the current that is producing that magnetic field, over 2 pi 0.1. And that's going to give you a force of 3.6 times 10 to the power minus 5 newtons. What about the direction of this force? Now we note the magnetic field is going into the board. The vector L follows the direction of that current in segment 2. So it's going like that. So that is the current I, meaning that is the direction of vector L in this case. Magnetic field is going into the board. So according to that expression, IL cross B, the direction of the force is going to the right. So this force has a rightward direction. Now let's look at segment 4. For segment 4, the current is going up. So that means that is the direction of that vector L. The magnetic field, as for segment 2, is going into the board. This is the magnetic field due to that long wire at the location where segment 4 is. So that is the direction of the magnetic field. And since magnetic force is given by I, L cross B, the direction of magnetic force on segment 4, following the law or the rule for the cross product, it's going to the left. So that is the direction of that force F4 on segment 4. As for the magnitude, it's pretty simple. It is I, L, B. So I is the current in segment 4, so that is 6 ampere. L is the length of segment 4, which is 0.2 meter. And magnetic field created by the long wire on the location of segment 4, according to that result, is given by mu naught. I is the current in that long wire, 15 ampere, over 2 pi. R is the distance between the long wire and segment 4. In this case is 1 cm. So convert that into meter, 0.01 meter. And that's going to give you 3.6 times 10 to the power minus 4 Newton in a leftward direction. So we have it. The force on segment 4 is 3.6 times 10 to the power minus 4 Newton in a leftward direction. Now let's look at segments 1 and 3. Let's concentrate on 1 first. Let's look at one segment, one small differential segment along segment 1. So the segment look like this. The direction of that current in segment 1 is going like that. The direction of the magnetic field due to that long wire at this differential segment on segment 1 is going into the board. So that is vector L for that red segment, and that is the magnetic field. So when you cross from L to B, L cross B will give you an upward direction. So the direction of magnetic force on that red segment, which happened to be on segment 1, is in an upward direction. Now let's look at an identical differential segment on segment number 3, like that. So for that differential segment on segment number 3, the direction of the electric current is going like that. So that is the direction of vector L there. The magnetic field at that spot, it's going into the board. So that is the direction of the magnetic field. So when you cross from L to B, your thumb is going downward. So the magnetic force on this segment due to that magnetic field of that long wire is going downward. So the point of this analysis is to show that magnetic force on this entire horizontal segment, whose direction is upward, will be fully cancelled by the magnetic force on this segment, which is going downward. So the vector sum of forces on segment 1 and segment 3 is identically 0. So you don't have any contribution from these two segments collectively considered. What that means is the resultant force is the force on segment 2 plus the force on segment 4. Now if we take the leftward force to be plus, then the rightward force can be taken to be negative. So that means the resultant force will be going in a leftward direction because F4 is greater than F2. And the magnitude of this resultant force is 3.6 times 10 to the power minus 4 minus 3.6 times 10 to the power minus 5, which will give you 3.24 times 10 to the power minus 4 Newton. So the resultant force has this magnitude in that direction. So we say, as a whole, this loop will be attracted towards that long wire. And that's also a problem. Thank you for watching.